Hi, I'm Henry Lewis.
I'm Henry.
Sorry.
Hi, I'm Henry Lewis.
I'm Henry.
Hello. I'm Henry Lewis.
I'm Henry Shields.
And I'm Jonathan Sayer.
And we are the actors in,
The
and
play that
writers of Play That Goes Wrong.
The play that goes wrong.
Wrong.
Nailed it. The Play That Goes Wrong was the first play that the three of us had written together.
We all met at LAMDA, which is a drama school in London. Once we left LAMDA, we lived together in a small flat in West London, and that's where we started to write the play.
I think it's a great way to write with three people. It means we can troubleshoot each other's ideas, but also it's fantastic, I find, just if you have an idea and then someone says yes and kind of builds on that idea and then someone else builds on that idea. And that comes back to how the whole company works. All the scripts are workshopped by the whole team and kind of everyone builds on the ideas.
A big inspiration for me, this show, was a guy called Michael Green. He wrote a book called The Art of Course Acting, which is a very funny book about sort of his experiences in amateur theatre. But then we also worked with a guy called Mark Bell at LAMDA, who did a lot of clown, Lecoq style as well.
I think another thing that we like in comedy is, I think, inviting people to laugh at us as opposed to laugh with us. It's kind of the story of people overreaching themselves, just doing something that isn't really in their zone of capabilities. And I think that's what you have in this play. You have a story of 6 actors and 2 technicians who understand how you would put on a play and theoretically get how acting could work, and it's all just a little bit too far for them to actually practically do it.
Making it a murder mystery was decided very early on. The murder mystery genre is very well known, and I think it's really important that the audience get what it was supposed to be had it gone right in order that it goes wrong. You know, you have to understand what that is in order to be able to subvert it.
They're not particularly joyful, either, murder mysteries. There's a very serious thing that you can have a lot of fun undercutting. There's lots of death and kind of intrigue, and it has to have a lot of weight in the kind of way you perform it. I think that's then fun to subvert comedically.
It was a one-act play when it went to Edinburgh and when it was in the pub in London, and it was just quite a small set, and we had a few tricks, but it was all stuff that you could do in a pub.
That set, I think we built for about £300.
In the pub, it was literally we got to a point where I was fixing it with like gaffer tape, and it was like paper mache, some of the walls, and you'd cover it every day with lots of layers of masking tape, and then you'd paint back over it. Whereas obviously here, the set is, you know, it's this fantastic, wonderful, high production kind of level set.
A change came when we went from being a one-act play to a 2-act play. When Kenny Wax, our producer, came on board, he said, if we're going to take this on tour, it's got to be bigger, it's got to be longer. So we wrote the second act, and we were very ambitious with it and said, what if we have a load of big stunts? What if there's a load of stuff that really collapses and smashes and things that we can do?
I think all of us really enjoy trying new things and kind of going for things that are slightly ambitious.
Dave does a lot of parkour. He's really good at jumping, flipping, taking hits and things like that, so all the slapstick stuff. Greg does a lot of kind of falling off the upper level and things like that are quite big hits. And we also had some circus training. At a certain point, our show started to get bigger and bigger, and we needed to be trained properly how to do certain things. So we have a company in London called Aircraft Circus who give us specialist training for certain stunts and tricks.
It's one thing to just be like, well, can you be thrown into that wall and can you do a flip here and all that kind of stuff? And you're like, yeah, I can do that. And you can do that for a short space of time, but again, doing it every night, night in, night out, you just have to know exactly how you do that, not just so it looks good, but just you're not just like ruining your body slowly. This show has an incredible amount of jokes in it. It has a really high gag rate, it has really difficult physical stunts, but I think it has one obvious aim, whether we're doing it in front of 4 people in a pub or we're doing it in front of 950 people here. You just want people to laugh as much as possible and just have a great time.
And tell their friends.
And tell their friends to buy tickets.